Okay, just thought I would start out without any warm up. Want to get through some stuff. Might have someone come in to actually go over a certain thing. Might just wing it here. So let's start with the Wallbangers After Hours, Episode 4, the real Himpleton interview as at least a warm up. There's a couple of things here that I think is worth going over, or at least recording for the record. Do do do.
You fight with
You know
Matt
what?
Pitt? Did you fight with Matt Pitt? Did you fight
You know
with
what?
Rhea something? Did you
You know-
fight with
you know what,
Assistant
Vern?
Sailor? Did you fight
No,
with all
yeah,
these
you know what?
prominent
he
figures?
fought with the whole
I did.
community. He fought with the
Exactly.
whole community.
I fought the whole community and I
You didn't
lost.
fight
okay?
shit. You
And
didn't
also,
fight Matt Pitt. I'm okay.
and also, Bern. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I had such a good acceptance speech that it like made me win a second Spurgy. Sorry about that.
I was curious of whether you called in or not to accept it.
No, but what I did say is I want to give a big thank you to Morale for teaching me that the age of consent is 11.
I
Which then
mean,
pretends like he
oh my
doesn't know.
god.
Yeah, they get into this rather early in this. So let's see his thoughts. Not that anyone who doesn't care doesn't know already.
Talking about, which is like insane.
Well, I'm just gonna. I mean, like the context for that is basically just that like he like acted like. So like I got like okay, big meme here, big meme incoming, big funny meme. I got raped when I was 11. And he like basically made the argument that like I should have said no.
Yeah,
should've
I
been
actually
able to say
did.
no.
I did watch that today, and that's I really don't like that guy. I didn't like him prior, but after watching that, I'm just like, yeah, this just validates why I don't like him, because it's really crazy to be like, well, if you don't have any proof that you were raped at 11, then you clearly weren't raped. Like, but then a few minutes later, he goes on to bring up how somebody falsely accuses you of being a rapist, and he somehow believes that one. But it's like, what?
Whoa.
No one is believing anything in the entire world of the Spurgy ass commentary.
Wait, context.
If I can finish, please.
He's not the one, or that random person, Sarah Ridden, is not the person who falsely accused me. Morale was the person who falsely accused me because he completely made that up. And on top of that,
I like to set it better than the
he like
non-rape
went
edit.
on a different stream.
Yeah, he went
So
on
if you
Beckett's
didn't
stream.
exactly, so if you didn't watch the different stream, you would think that it's a real allegation
Mhm.
because it's not clear that it's a joke. And
Yeah, the straight lace thing. I don't know if people would think it's real. If they knew Morale, they would know he's full of shit. But that's besides the point.
then on Beckett's stream, he calls it a joke. And so
I
it's
didn't
like,
think it was a real allegation, to be fair, and I did not
I
watch
mean,
the
I
other
didn't
stream,
either. I mean, but it's like one of those things where, like, I mean, y'all, can we be honest? Like, there are some fucking like horrifically retarded people in this community.
Oh, 100. I mean, that is this entire, like, it's not even just some, it's literally everybody. I would even put myself in that bracket, so.
Me too.
Yeah.
But like, what I'm saying,
Me too. He's me tooing himself, and that's most of the internet guys. Don't think commentary is alone on that. Okay, they keep on bringing it up like it's commentary. This is everywhere. There is no smart community. There is no smart community online. Everyone is stupid. The George Carlin quote. Think about how smart the average American, replace American with X or internet user is, and realize half of them are dumber than that. Point and
thing is,
match.
if you don't specify that shit is a joke in the same stream,
Mhm.
there's going to be at least like 1 out of every 10 people who like potentially think I'm a rapist.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And it
I
doesn't help
agree.
that like his tone doesn't make it like obvious as a joke. It also doesn't help that the Beckett stream coincidentally went members only, and then he went on Aiden's stream to go back to like, yeah, I was right. I was being really serious that Himpleton's a rapist, and he faked this rape.
Okay. Just so we don't spread disinfo here. To be fair to Beckett, all of his streams are do go members only. And
Okay.
then secondly,
I believe that.
he did not go back on his word about me being a rapist. He went back on his word about me faking it, which you were right about, Vern. And secondly, that he went back on his word in terms of like the whole deal of like he literally had a debate with Aiden on like why an 11-year-old should understand consent. Which like look, the like saying
Did he really? Did he really? Or is Himpleton spreading misinfo here? I don't know. I don't know. I can't keep up with all the nonsense. If true, that is a little out there. Debate, debate, PDF files, Vosh levels of stupidity, and fun stuff like
When I
that.
faked my rape stuff, like that is something, even though I think it's like abhorrent and I think it's wrong, it's something that I've seen vaguely in this community before.
Mhm. Oh
Now,
yeah.
arguing that the age of consent, like fundamentally by saying that an 11-year-old can understand it, is like in any way 11, is like one of the worst and most absurd things I've ever heard. And I think it is hilarious.
I
That,
mean, I
like,
can tell you, I have a 12-year-old, and
The absurdity of it and stupidity of it. So warm up act still going on. Got some tags in here, and I got some timestamps for this
here
particular
on this and
video.
clarify real quick,
If I can finish, please.
because I know that like there's
Yeah,
gonna be
you
like
can't finish.
27 people watching this live right now that are gonna be like, but Hamilton defended lyrics and had a debate with Mr. Sin and lost. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know. I recognize that. I just want to acknowledge that.
Oh yeah, this stupidity section here. No, I want to know why I want to cover it because shows Himpleton and fucking Burn are idiots still.
So nobody can like be like, he's flip-flopping.
yeah.
It's like, no, I didn't even say like that he's evil or anything. I'm just saying that like it's really weird how he got shit in the moment and now like is just kind of fine, other than people like Sen.
Yeah, well, don't worry, Himpleton. I also get accused of flip-flopping ever since my debate with Sen, ironically, where Assistant Sailor tried to flip it on me, but
Sen. You have ruined many people with your fucking mental gymnastics.
unfortunately, he didn't do any of his research, so it didn't work out. Matt Pitt also tried that, where I backstabbed lyrics for Sen. And I also like told Matt Pitt like you're retarded. Clearly, that's not what happened. I didn't know anything about the Wally shit till Leia something dropped the document of like lyrics watching Aramaga Sensei. That's when I disavowed it immediately. So no,
Disavow for watching it. Yeah, from what I hear, he reviewed it and he thought it was trash. If that's true, I tried to find a copy of it or anything like that, and it's fucking Leia something, which they go on talking shit about, particularly later.
you'll get that over and over and over again, Himpleton. There's nothing you can do. Just like, yeah, whatever. You're retarded. Your mom's in bed. Hope your dad dies of cancer, and like you move on with your life. You know.
No, I agree with that. I don't want to give them the chance to even be like, it's funny that he's not acknowledging the fact that he like fucking defended lyrics.
So I guess I'll put it out. I did intend on saying this anyways, but what I learned from the content that I watched today is I do think, Himpleton, that you have been very dishonest a lot. And for me, I guess, where I stand for everything, I do think that you have been dishonest. I think you probably fall into the bracket of somebody who is a liar, right? But the problem is that you fit right in with literally
Pathological liar, in fact. Yeah, I should have really set this up before. So I'm going to let it play some more. I pulled up the clip that I wanted to. I just didn't pull up the exact other thing that I needed. So
every single person in commentary, because they're all like that. And at some point, they will all find their day, just like you, where they're outed for being a liar.
yeah, this the generalization I am not a big fan of overall. So let's stop her here. I have another note someplace else, but popping this out and popping this in for anyone who watches this in the future or play this particular game. I grabbed the wrong link, I think. Horrible of me. Yeah, grab the wrong link for anyone to play Home Alone. Okay, wanted to do this because I couldn't bring it up last time. Pop this out. Woo, too small there. So, why this is not a diagnosis. Just think about this for anyone who goes through this. Went through morale with the sort of manipulator thing. I think he was on the line there. I think a little over 50%, but let's see if Himpleton would follow this. 15 signs of a pathological liar. Lies indiscriminately about a wide range of topics. Tells untruths about minor events. Feels undeterred by the fear of getting caught, but definitely would freaking get annoyed when he gets caught. Experience a rush when you get away with lying. Continue to lie even when confronted with the truth. Ostensive and unrequested detail, colorful, fantastic, dramatical narratives. Repeated changes to the story, signs of anxiety while talking. That's really not him, typically. Gets a little bit weird. Defensiveness when confronted, dodging questions, providing vague answers. Your recollection of events is different from theirs. Feeling gaslit. They talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. I know someone like that. Words and actions are incongruent. They retell a story that happened to you and pass it off as their own. Don't know. Definitely don't think that's Himpleton, at least. Your gut instinct tells you something is off with their stories. Again, at least those last two. The rest, I'm not going to quote on. I will eliminate these two for the most part, but you can play at home yourself. Don't really care about that in general, so just something to keep in mind, because these sort of things are useful. Mega edits ain't the best source for really to speak on particular things out there. So jumping ahead, popping this in, and let's get back into this.
With both Xylee and Beckett, because of kind of the level of retardation that I had with that whole goblin thing,
serious retardation there. I don't even know why. Why fucking do? He's gonna explain it here, so let's listen.
I've been pretty consistent in saying I completely understand why they think I'm a snake and they don't like me. So
if only they were self-aware enough to know that they're the same. It's crazy. It never happened. So
no, MAGA just throwing that out completely and utterly. I disavow MAGA. MAGA, disavow maggot.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with
Hold on. Okay, well,
well, I think we're all cut. I think you're right in the fact that like that is the average, right? Like the average like low shitter commentary person is gonna be a fucking snake and a liar.
Mm-hmm.
And a snake away.
Yeah, speak for yourself. Oh, I'm not technically commentary, so maybe I shouldn't speak. I hope the average commentary person is not like they're describing it. They do this a lot. And there could be some truth to their words, but generalization of commentary. Oh, I might be. They go on a whole, I'm not being anti-commentary. Oh, I don't care if I'm being anti-commentary. That's fine. The double speak there. I don't care what I am. Why fucking put labels on shit like that?
Oil salesmen to a certain degree.
Right.
And like the people who aren't are gonna be the fucking outliers.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I see most of the people in this space kind of the same. A lot of followers, not a lot of leaders, and it shows in how people.
No shit, Sherlock. That's the majority of the world. Stop conflating it just to your little small section of the internet.
Act and behave about things, and it's why in situations like this you end up essentially being shit on by an entire community, you know, because all the viewers, orbiters, whatever, they don't have any real thoughts of their own. They're just going off of whatever the fucking most popular person they listen to is saying, right? So if that person doesn't like you, exactly. I love Nintendo Mountain.
This is so stupid, so reductive. There is some truth to it again. A grain of salt goes a long way. Throw it over your shoulder and try to pray the gay away. Gay being lame in this particular case. But yeah, fucking
Lieutenant Mel,
hell.
Can get
you have
fucking
disappointed
hit in
me.
the
You
back.
have disappointed me greatly, sir, is what I'm gonna say. But you took me off my train of thought. Now you fucking asshole. Nathaniel Bell.
Yeah,
That made me
not
depressed.
You're evil.
well, not that hard to do. I think I have one more timestamp, and then this warm-up act will be over.
People are pretending. Like it's and like I've acknowledged like how kind of hypocritical it is on my end, right? But like
Yeah.
it's the truth that like when you have the gun turned on you, it's suddenly not like a fun game of cops and robbers. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is life and death. Like, okay, whoops.
And even that statement that you made, people will mock that and be like, "It's like like a gun." Like the internet is not that serious, bro. Oh my god, it's not that deep.
I'm
Watch
making a
them fucking
metaphor,
be.
you faggots.
Deflection, but he does make a good point here. Let me not stamp all over it.
No, but watch them be in the same fucking position, and they will feel like it's that. They will feel
No,
like
it's
it's
true.
serious. They will feel like it's life and death. They'll watch this and laugh and go, "Oh, that's not true. It's not that deep." It is that fucking deep. Put yourself in Himpleton's position or whatever. Like, it doesn't even have to be Himpleton. There's lots of people that you could put your fucking that you could. I don't know. I don't want to name off a bunch of because I'm always scared to name off like a person that I shouldn't. But if you put yourself in that situation, put yourself in that person's shoes, it would not be fun for any of these people. They would all really hate it. It would suck. They would feel bad. They would spurg. But which fair? I feel like everybody in commentary is a spurg. I don't
No,
I don't
To a
really-
certain degree, for sure.
No, I'm not no spug. No.
Everybody in commentary is a spurg, and anybody who
No.
denies being a spurg is definitely a spurg. They're a spurg like
Okay,
times
I'm a
10 if they
spurg.
deny it. Yeah.
Okay, I
Well,
got
the-
I'm spurg.
I mean, the funniest thing to me too is like these fucking faggots literally like they hear somebody doing like a clear metaphor that they're not being literal about. When I say that about a fucking loaded gun, obviously I don't mean that it's like literally life and death and like literally a loaded gun. I'm making metaphors, you fucking retards. But then they'll like look at that and be like, oh my god, he takes it so seriously. And it's like,
Yeah.
You guess what? If it was y'all, you'd just be crying. You wouldn't be saying any of that shit about it. Like,
See, he is correct about the first part. The sort of what was it? The cat in the box. Schrodinger's retardation, I guess, that Morales sort of coined. They brought that up at a certain point. But the second part, not necessarily true. Depends on your life experience. And if it's young enough, you're not in it enough, yeah, you might freak out when you actually put emphasis on this crap out there. But does
being
Himpleton
serious
have
and stuff.
anything else?
You just be crying.
I don't even know.
And you can't even come
This
up
is
with a
the
good
warm-up
metaphor because you're a
act.
fucking retard. Okay, so I don't even want to hear it.
I think Emrao and that group, I know that there's quite a few people in that group. I will say, as far as Ace Howler goes, I really don't know anything about him. He could very well be.
Why does Ace Howler fucking fucks with me name? Ace. She thinks he's a good guy. Why?
Somebody that's an
You'll
op
hear.
to me. For all my knowledge about that person, they have been nice to me, so I'm not.
Ace is a
Here's this. Nice to me. Does it fucking matter? You don't think he's a snake because he's nice to you when he's definitely thrown some of his friends under the bus. I swear you have to be. He's probably just a young ass dumbass. And I hope to see him not throwing his friends under the bus constantly in the future, but we'll see.
Ace is a decent guy.
Okay,
sure.
so I'm not lumping him in there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't trust anybody, but I'm not going to lump him in with this. But I'm just saying, all of these faggots, like Emrao, Amos, and all them, they're just like they're the next generation of Spurgs upcoming. They will all have their day, especially like Emrao, because when I was listening to the argument between you and Emrao,
No, especially fucking Amos if he stays in the scene. Emerald, as much as manipulative as I think he is, last time he used that manipulative power for good, for the good of commentary. And 20-minute mark is enough. Had the sort of deep Himpleton content outside of this sort of squash. So not going to be happening tonight. Who knows? Flakes or I'm starting to get the cold shoulder from some people, I guess. I don't know what it is. We'll see what it is. let's get into the other
Hold on.
content. Some classic, what the fuck is it called? Some classic Kumo drama with someone that I know, Brother Near, known as the Time. Shouldn't dead name the man, I guess, but at the end of the day, yeah, I'm gonna use his old name instead of what he's going by now because that's just the way I roll, and I not started. I want to start back just a little bit, so I'm talking incessantly and pop it up. Make sure I'm on it, and I'll go. Watch this old thing and give my thoughts on this old past drama of Kumo with this debate with Brother
What do you
Near.
want to start off with?
I guess I'll just start off with the question of why debate me of all people besides Kumo? Well, not fuck. I just said your name. I'm stupid. Besides Krillix and Psycho, who gave you an offer beforehand.
Yes, you are.
Because my video was about you. I don't need to debate your friends about my criticisms I have on you. And
I guess-
actually, I wasn't even the one who came up with the idea of the debate. It was Mythicals, who you went
Yeah.
to go talk to.
Brother Near got involved with Mythical, and if you look at Trash Talk, Samus's sort of networking sort of thing, doesn't get many views. He goes on about his experience with Nomis Yav. Surprise, Sean the Legend didn't come up, but he will here.
Yeah, I actually went to Mythical purely for Sean the Legend, and it was actually Mythical that came to me and was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Kumo made a video on you." So yeah.
Well, that's kind of the opposite of what he came to tell me.
Oh, okay, noted. But I understand that's your reasoning, but the reason I made that video to begin with is because of the accusations you made towards people like Krillix and Psycho, and
Did you
I'm just
specify
kind of
those
curious
allegations?
that were pro-child rape and that Krillix lured minors.
I believe I specified that it was just an observation, and I said that might be luring minors. Do you not recall that?
No, I'm pretty sure you said verbatim.
Oh,
in
you're
the,
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I made the video and
Yeah, I have no fucking clue. All this is stupid, but going over past drama generally is. Anyone who's observing this, I know a little bit of this background of this. I definitely get mentioned, and I'm pretty sure it's a lie. Well, when we get to it, it's not necessarily a lie, but it's incorrect what Kumo's going to say about his conversation with me.
we were arguing in favor of child rape.
Yeah,
And
you kind of were. The general premise of the arguments being presented, which were more presented as coercion, were that underage sex should be destigmatized, and it should be a quote case by case basis. Are you going to deny that was said?
Well, I'm not gonna agree or deny, but
Oh.
I kind of had very little involvement in that conversation. It was mainly Psycho and Krillix, but I never argued such things. I'm just
You never
I'm
argued
just here
such
to,
things.
Yeah, this particular thing wasn't recorded. I really was curious about what the whole mess was between these two. I just went to Kumo. I'm like, hey, you might not want to mess with these guys. They like to dogpile, which they definitely did back in the day. I think Brother Near is getting better with that, not just jumping on the trend, just not jumping the gun with things.
No, I was I was kind of silent for the most part. It was mainly Krillix and Psycho talking to you.
Okay. And do you recall how in that call you said I accused him when it was actually an observation, and I specifically said that might be luring a minor?
No. From what I recall
don't
is
recall
that from what I recall, Krillix was mixed about the Zero Days Coffee situation because of his own relationship, but before he could talk about what his relationship was, you cut him off and accused him of luring minors.
No. What? All right, man. If you're gonna try and paint the situation to sound a certain way, at least know who you're trying to frame, because there is no way anybody, even a chance in hell that there's anybody in hell, is going to buy that, because that's not the kind of person I am. I don't just come out straight out the fucking gate, guns blazing, you're a pedophile.
Oh, he's gonna go with the straight you don't even know me defense. But he's probably right. He's probably Brother Near misinterpreted a lot of things. How much? I don't know. the skull isn't recorded. They're going by memory from something that is horribly distorted. By who the most? I don't even know.
Well, no, that is not how anything. That is not anywhere near how it went.
That's what I witnessed in the VC, and that's
That's
what
what you
people were
witnessed?
corroborating.
That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, people are corroborating. Do you want to play this like anecdotal game where we both go off of hearsay and then we pull in witness, quote unquote, witness testimonies to kind of just regurgitate the very same thing we're saying, to say, well, I know him, I was there, this is true, this, and this is true. Do you want to play that game, or do you just want to stick to the facts? Because I think you and I both know long term which one's actually going to work out.
I mean, I'm sort of with Kumo on this. A lot of this hearsay, especially if they're going to record this, it's smarter just to go straight for the gun and discuss these things with each other.
Well, since none of us recorded it, testimonies was the next best thing I could think of.
No, testimonies was the best thing you could think of, because you guys intentionally didn't record it. It was literally taunted beforehand that you guys could use shadow play, and you guys are all gaming commentators. I severely press X to doubt that none of you have that NVIDIA program that allows you to clip shit an hour in advance.
I use OBS, and I wasn't planning on recording it. None of us were, actually, because we weren't bothered to take it to YouTube. You were the first one to do so.
So I understand that I took it to YouTube, but do you not understand how vague I was and how I didn't even name drop anyone?
Yeah, I understand it was vague and that you didn't name drop us, but like the time gap
okay,
between
there we
that
go.
and the
There's a
post.
but.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
the time gap between that post and the video you made on me, how long did it take for you to make that video?
How long did it take for me to make the video?
Yes.
You want me to go in my project file for you?
I'm asking because of the time gap between the post and the video you made on me.
Near has a point here, nearly a point at least. People will assume if there's a video in the works, the post is this is just so autistic. Get to the good stuff, okay? I should have
So the post and the video I made.
Yes.
All right, let me go into my files and I'll give you the date if I can find it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I'm skipping ahead.
They're back. The Mr. Sen one, this one. File to my piece, 30th. That's the screenshot I took in that call of your nickname.
But that's a victory lap based on what I've seen from your video.
Explain, because I thought it was kind of self-explanatory.
Sure. What's your thing? What's your reason?
What's my reason? All right, the other reason there is when you're naming yourself Groomer Near and Kim Josh Groomed, not only does that look like a victory lap, it's a complete tone shift from what you were saying in your video.
Yeah,
Why
bad optics.
why would you meme about
bad
it if
optics.
it's so fucking serious?
Well, that was after. Actually, I made those nicknames. Well, I nicknamed myself that, and then Josh nicknamed himself that, like way after the situation, like a couple months after. And
I don't need to know when it happened. Just the
Pounding
fact that it fucking happened is why we're even
stupidity.
talking about it.
well, it just happened because it was after Vincent Martin just
Here's the name drop. Here's where I get brought up.
made a stupid video, just doubling down that I somehow groomed him.
Oh, okay.
No, I did not. Brother Near was a complete idiot here and not actually listening to the words. He probably got it secondhand from someone else who distorted the message. I was saying the motherfucker shouldn't fucking dick ride minors. That's it. That was the joke. The context is in my fucking video. And that didn't come out until after he did his slander me video. Well, let me not get back into that dumb shit.
I'll accept that. I have another question, since you actually brought up
What?
Vincent Martin. Why do you and your friends feel the need to constantly like try to poison the well? And I can elaborate on what I mean if you don't get what that means.
No, I know what you mean, but like the reason we don't like Vincent Martin is because he has a long history of just antagonizing people over the littlest of things, and
Mhm.
it is of no good reason. He's known for lying too. If you
So-
ever
Yeah, what lie did I actually tell? This is probably why I didn't want to go over this, even now. I forgot how badly I'm being mischaracterized here.
Have you ever seen
but
anything from
why poison the well
pre-posts?
against me with him? What
I'm-
justifies poisoning the well against me with using him?
Isn't Vincent Martin one of the guys that gave you evidence against me?
He's one of many.
One of many. Okay.
Yeah.
Evidence is not really evidence. This was just talking about my video. I sent him a clip of my video. And him being being a little creepy with what they said. Never said they were a groomer. Just said that joking about the sexual stuff with minors is a bad idea. It's a bad look, and it's definitely one of those red flags that someone, if they want to have a career, they shouldn't do.
Well, Vincent Martin hasn't done that with just you. He's done it with a lot of people, and
Okay.
it's very bad faith what he does. That's why we don't.
What? Who did the fuck did I do it with? He can't give any examples. This is not a thing for receipts. This is just retouching this just to clarify some things.
Like
Can,
him.
I
mean,
actually-
maybe he'll actually give an example, but probably not. Okay. Well, I squashed the beef with this guy here. Okay. The past, it's just bringing up old things.
have my fair share of criticisms for both Vincent and Saith on how they handle things and their approaches to
Yeah.
things. I actually have told them straight up, both of them directly, that a lot of what they've tried to show me is a bit of a reach. But do you?
He actually outright asked me one time if I thought Brother Near was a groomer. I'm like, no. I made that clear in both my videos. What my criticism was of Brother Near was simply all his jokes with actual minors, which there is evidence of with at least twice. Okay, two examples. Two examples do not make for a case. This is old. I just wanted to go over it because it's old Kumo lore, and he became a topic of discussion, Miss Sparkles. He didn't. I would have to go into the DMs, the only place I really talk to him, and I don't want to show those. Don't want to be a DM leaker, even if Kumo is completely gone from the scene.
Is the notion being pushed that I'm not a big boy and I can't proofread shit for myself?
No, the main issue we just have is that I feel like most of the things you put up in the video, like evidence they showed you, was just kind of taken at face value without further research.
Okay. I don't need nuances. Sorry, could you actually, because I've been seeing you before we continue down that road. I'll mark this down so we can get back on track. But
Okay.
You're saying I accused you of grooming?
No, I didn't say that.
I did say I accused you of grooming, and your friends have also been saying it. It's been
God.
regurgitated in your fucking.
Okay. Why would he be accused of being a pedo? Good question. There was the fact that I came across the fact I did a video just using Kim Josh Young's video, and he made a response. I made a tweet about it, and yeah, Brother Near weighed in again, just like he did with Kurtosis. And Kim Josh Young was dumb enough to have a post of Brother Near making a bad joke to, what was it? A bad joke with Kim Josh Young. And just to be clear, it's Kim who's put this shit out in public. It's Kim who is the retard who thinks it's funny to sort of joke about Brother Near grooming him with that joke. Just to clarify, it's a bad look. Sean the Legend also had one section which was questionable, buried in the middle of his huge ass video, talking about certain things with someone underage. Two instances that I can definitely say would be a sign, but that's it. Bad jokes online.
Comment section too.
Oh,
Please don't lie to me. You did say I
Okay,
accused you of
if I did-
grooming.
If I did say that, I apologize. That's not what
Okay.
I meant. What I was saying was that you were accusing us of being pro-child rape.
I accused you of arguing pro-child rape.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think it also adds on to the fact that
yeah, I'm sorry. It's just a bad idea to get back into the lore too heavily. I'm here for the Kumo and how badly this goes over. As I said, Kumo gave me criticism. I didn't notice it. He didn't frame it properly as criticism, and that definitely seems a little bit odd to me.
You were also using the screenshot that Vincent Martin and alike were using to frame me as a groomer.
I wasn't using it to frame you any particular way.
Okay.
I was using it to drive home my.
And I wasn't even using it to frame you as a groomer. Fucking hell. Frame you as being a complete, utter idiot who doesn't realize, yeah, that's a bad look. That will raise people's eyebrows, dude. I made a whole sort of, in my first video, I made a whole sort of tangent about red flag, joking sexually with minors is a red flag. Then I'm like, do I think Brother Near is a groomer or is doing all this stuff? No, I think he's a narcissist. Groomer is just such a term that anyone can be a groomer. You could say, what was the sort of argument I made? You could say Griffin Gaming grooms all his audience to be just like him, to sort of have the same sort of shitty ass taste in video games. You can groom people that way. It's just about teaching people. I like wordplay, so fuck off with that.
My point that whether he's your friend or not, and whether you meant it or not, it's still not acceptable to talk like that to someone when you know they're a minor.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Okay. Well, I want to ask a question about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's sort of my criticism hidden behind a joke. And seriously, if you didn't bring me up in the I'm being slandered video with Kratosis, I probably wouldn't have even did my video in response.
So
I would have kept it on X and just not thought anything about it.
Oh, we're talking about the one screenshot, right?
We're talking about any screenshot, because I know that's not the first time or the last time you and him have made jokes like that.
Okay.
So
The come over to my house and debate on it screenshot.
Mhm.
What about that joke was sexual?
Oh boy, I love this one. Okay, when someone asks, "Why do I not have the faggot role?" Just to make this cut and dry, I ask you, "Why am I not a faggot?" And you reply with basically the same parallel. This is the same parallel response. Why don't you come to my house and we'll figure it out? Has the same implications.
Okay.
The connotations are gay sex.
Okay, I'll give you this. That is the best answer I've been given so far. But here's the
I'm
thing.
not saying you're a fucking groomer. I'm not saying that you want to fuck kids. I'm saying that joke was unacceptable. I don't think there's really any way for you to try and say it's not.
But the thing I was going to point out is that I feel like that's just your interpretation.
Given the context that I know both you and Josh are fucking gay, there's little
I'm going to
room
stop you
for
right there.
ambiguity.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Are you not specifically strictly?
Watch the end of my first video, okay? That's all I can tell you, Miss Sparkles. I have it up there still. Brother Near also has I'm being slandered video. Yeah, I have that screenshot there. I even argued against him being a groomer if anyone was fucking paying attention. I clearly said I just think he's a narcissist who doesn't think about what his action shit like this, how it will be seen by other people. The narcissist thing was a little bit over the line. Definitely an autist of some unfathomable unawareness thing. And the fact that his younger friend, went along with it and made it his fucking pin tweet. It just looks very sus. Like, oh shit.
Into men.
First of all, I'm bisexual. And secondly, when I made that joke towards Josh, I still considered myself straight at the time.
Same shit, different toilet, dude.
What?
Same shit, different toilet. Bisexual, you were straight at the time, just by happenstance. How convenient.
But me being bisexual has nothing to do with the joke I made to Josh.
You said it has nothing to do with the joke you made to Josh.
Yes.
How are we supposed to believe that?
Because I came out as bisexual 5 months on Twitter, like after I made that joke. 5 months after.
5 months after.
And it's completely unrelated to the joke.
But we aren't expected to believe. We're expected to believe that you being bisexual has nothing to do with a sexual joke you made to someone of the same sex.
Because I wasn't bisexual at the time. I was bi-curious, but not bisexual.
Oh God, Brother Nair, this was so retarded. Okay, yeah. Give the context. It's actually going to not matter. What you identify as won't matter to people. These
I want to
labels.
know how that changes the context. You were
Well,
bi-curious and you you've kind of moved, you kind of changed your story a little bit. Maybe you clarified a little more, but it really looks
That's
like
the
you
first
changed
time
your
I
story.
mentioned it,
It was
though.
worse than I
You
think.
said you were bi-curious at the time.
Yeah, I considered myself straight, but I was also bi-curious. Like,
How
am
do
I
you
into
consider
men?
yourself straight, but you're bi-curious?
Oh
Oh,
God!
if
I
you're
need to.
bi-curious,
You were
if you're curious,
bi-curious, but you didn't end up towards a minor of the same sex.
it's unrelated, though. It's
It's
completely unrelated to the
unrelated.
joke.
It's
Yeah.
unrelated. Okay.
Oh,
And oh man. And I'm the
I know.
oh whoa. Do you think anyone watching this is fucking retarded?
Anyone that watches you on a regular basis is
Oh
probably
no, I'm
retarded.
talking about anybody listening to what you have to say for yourself. Do you think they're retarded?
God. I
Aw.
hope Brother
think
Near
anyone's
learns
gonna-
from this sort of
Do you
interaction.
think anyone's gonna
This
listen to a
looks
single
bad.
word you just said and buy any of it?
Makes
No one's
Kumo
listened to you
look
so far.
almost
Not
good.
even Mythical.
Not even mythical?
Mythical
Really?
still just disagrees with your video entirely.
Mythical's it.
Mhm. You know what your other friends pull? That it was insinuating real world violence rather than gay sex.
That's also a thing that Ween interpreted.
Yes, and Ween did not believe a single fucking word that left his lips.
Okay, do you have proof of that? Did Ween say himself he didn't
Are
believe
you
it?
asking for proof?
Why are they,
At that point, if you don't have proof of it, bro, I'm just gonna call you.
the weird ass? What Mythical? What Ween thought? This is a horrible way to go about this. Again, don't think Brother Near's a groomer. I think he's just a fucking retard on several different levels, and I think he's been to prove it.
I
Yes,
want to
but-
know. I want to know how you have the gall to ask for proof when you made an hour-long video, and the basis of literally most of anything you had to fucking say was hearsay. I want to know why you have the gall to ask me for
What was
proof
hearsay
of
in that
anything.
video? What was
What
hearsay
was
about it?
hearsay? Your retelling and paraphrasing of a call you just conveniently couldn't clip anything of? Really?
What
Are
call?
you asking what was hearsay? What do you mean, what call? Are we
what are
playing
you talking
fucking
about?
coy now?
What fucking call?
What fucking
Oh,
call?
God.
Okay, just be real with me. Do you have like dementia?
Oh,
Sometimes.
come
An
on,
organized
Kumo.
schizoid rant where you nitpick, constantly droning on about your anecdotal retelling of the.
Why am I doing
Like
this? to
voice
myself?
call?
Oh my god!
Question.
Did you lose track of what we were even talking about?
That one VC?
Why are you trying to sound surprised? One VC?
The one VC we had in Josh's server.
What call? Do you see how retarded you sound? Now just be straightforward with me. Why did you have to sit here and pretend like you didn't know what I was talking about? You and I have only had one other call aside
You were
from
talking about
this.
my video. You were talking about my video.
He probably didn't know what he was talking about in the moment. Kumo definitely did a hard pivot there. So I don't blame Brother Near for not being up with it.
I was talking about your video.
Yeah.
Now the video.
Are you
Was
talking
there
about
more than
the-
one? Was there more than one recounting of your anecdotal experiences in that video?
Yeah, everyone. That's why the testimony section is a thing.
Which video are we talking about now?
The slander video. That's what
No,
you're referring
actually,
to,
we're
is it
talking.
not?
Actually, I'm referring to the video you made on me recently.
Okay, but we were talking about Ween. That's why I was so confused.
Yes, we were talking about Ween, and you asked me for fucking evidence, despite you feel comfortable making
Yeah.
an hour-long.
Kumo definitely did do a hard pivot all around town, fucking with this. So I'm just getting into analysts now. You're still, Josh was a minor, probably like 15, 16 at the time, according to it. And Brother Near was like just freshly 18, 19, if my memory serves me correct. I swear, just the shit people go off
long
on.
video on someone with the basis of your claims being a fucking anecdotal retelling of a call you didn't even bother clipping.
Okay, move on.
I'm just.
Okay,
just
just
supposed to be fucked
reset, guys.
And
Reset.
are you just supposed to be fucked then? Dude, I hardly video. You felt the need to nitpick and fucking derail your own video over subjects that had no relevance to the things that pertain to you. And you have the gall to ask me to prove that Ween didn't believe a single fucking word that left his lips.
Stop
Well, Ween sent me,
posturing.
knowing Ween, I was friends with Ween for a while,
You
right?
weren't friends
knowing
with Ween.
him.
You joined his fucking server and you were social climbing. You weren't friends with Ween.
Yes, I was.
I'm
we
friends
DM'd a
with
lot.
Ween.
We DM'd a lot.
him
He made me a drawing.
You DM'd him a lot. He made you a drawing?
I don't
Yeah,
think
maybe you're wrong.
anyone's
He was
friends
pretty
with
cool.
anyone in
What
the
do you know about
space.
Ween?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Funny.
What what do you think of
I
like
also haven't.
what did you
I
think
also
of
haven't know his
YouTube as
real
a
name.
whole?
It's just there. I don't know.
What's okay.
I don't really know. He kind of just
What's
talked
a
about anything.
How long did you know Ween? Friends with
what
Ween?
We started talking a lot every
like what is with this whole thing here? I forget how retarded this whole conversation
2 days or
was.
something.
So if Ween
I mean,
saw
I can't-
this, so if
And it's mostly Kumo's fault here, going down really weird fucking tangents. Okay, yeah, I give Brother Near a retardation pass for a couple of things, but this whole fucking thing here is just like weaving, ducking, rope-a-doping.
boy,
I can't really just pull the DMs up now because
I'm
his
not
Discord's
asking
gone.
you to pull up your fucking DMs. I'm asking you if you're confidently answering, and if you're confident in
Yeah.
claiming that you're Ween's friend.
Oh,
On numerous
God.
occasions, extent similar fuck that bit.
Sure.
He has a completely blank stare
Interrogating him on the friendship with someone.
staring directly at the camera. He does not peer off camera into a random fucking autism, dude. Gonna be some perfectly you like.
Go off, I guess. Just go off.
I mean, I'll just give
really
you one and we'll be
forget
done.
how-
I think this reason enough.
Okay.
You ready?
Where's the good
Okay.
part?
The person you were deflecting against was a lolicon. I think Ween had more than enough reason being dishonest because honestly, I don't think you're worse than fucking Sean the Legend. The only reason I haven't made a video on him is because he really wasn't on my radar until I heard that. Until I like,
Yeah, second video. I made opinionated that Brother Near might have been worse than John the Legend. As I said, that whole thing was labeled satire. I don't know. Sean the Legend definitely did prove himself to be rather bad, even for Lolicon overall. But again, satire, hit Ed Near. Actually, yeah, let me not get back into
was
that.
someone he's associated with is in beef with a lolicon. Who wants to give the lolicons a win? I could totally see that. That's reasonable to me.
Okay.
Okay, is that what?
So that's,
Yeah, let's
directly
get
to you.
off this fucking.
and it's not because I told Wayne that I was being slandered by said.
Show him saying that you're making. Say you were being
Okay,
slandered.
here.
Yet in the video, you don't even show you getting slandered. You just show him saying that you're making inappropriate jokes.
Yeah, that is fucking correct. Well, one's rebranded. I'm not going to give out the name. Small gaming commentary person who went after lolicons. Effort I think is admirable, but I think the people going after lolicons are fucking stupid about it, calling them pedophiles all the time. Not the right tactic, in my opinion. They are weirdos who probably have pedophilic instincts. A small majority of them. I think a larger part of it is just part of meme culture, just a sort of reactionary nature to people going against small children. And by going against them so hard with such fucking things, I just think it's a bad look. Stupid people fighting with lolicons. Smart people shouldn't even do that. Should just consider them weirdos and keep an eye out for them.
Did we watch the same video?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
watched the same
Both these are at least over 1K YouTubers, and it's just amazing who can get a following.
fucking
on.
video. You didn't show him slandering you.
He was literally implying all throughout I was a groomer.
He was implying.
Implying and then led up to actual like accusations that I groomed him. That I
Then why
groomed
didn't you
Josh.
show the actual accusations then?
I did though.
You didn't though. You think I
How
just
was the
sat? You
screenshot
think I
I
just
showed
sat
not
through your
slander?
video once and then just started cutting clips?
How was I showed not slander though?
What you showed was literally face value fucking interpretations.
No, he was literally implying all throughout and pushing the narrative that I was a groomer.
Most of what you were showing were fucking tweets.
Yeah.
Where is he implying that you're a groomer? You know who
All throughout.
I've seen imply and even claim you're grooming? I've seen Vincent Martin do that, but that video wasn't responding.
Lie, lie, lie. I made a joke about it, then I did a sort of backtrack on that. It's sort of a bait and switch. That's what I did. Maybe just fucking Kumo is a dumbass here. He did not interpret what I was doing as a sort of bait and switch. I literally said, I don't think he's a fucking groomer. I thought Brother Near sexual humor is the same critique, but not directly laid out laid out humorously. And you know what? I've learned from that past not to make that, not even to sort of do that sort of language there, because people on the internet are stupid. Kumo is obviously one of them.
To Vincent Martin, was it?
So how is it not slander?
I
'Cause it's
didn't
sweet.
see once throughout your video you display Sean the Legend slandering you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I watched your one. I watched.
Yeah, my two videos came out after I'm being slandered video. And it was only because he had Kurtosis bring me up. If he would have kept me out of it, I would have made that video probably.
Watched your hour-long fucking
Why
copium
are people stupid?
multiple times over, all the way through, because I wanted to be as good faith as possible. And you're telling me
I don't believe you, but your version of good faith, which is in the RACC, the ACC art commentary community, or maybe slideshow commentary, their version of good faith is probably not the greatest.
you're surprised that you didn't show any examples
I showed
of
plenty.
actual
What are you
slander.
talking about?
You're saying implications. How is he implying in the screenshots shown? How is he implying that you're a groomer?
Because he was saying I was grooming Josh over a joke, and he was all like, "Oh, I can't wait
But he
for the
never
grooming
said you were
accusations to
grooming
come
Josh
out."
over a joke.
Yes, he was.
He didn't say you were grooming though. You said he was implying. Which is it?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. Did we see the same fucking video?
I'm pretty sure you didn't, because you're just lying out of your ass.
I'm lying out of my ass. I'm lying out of my ass. You sure about that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was a rather shitty thing. I meant nothing in his video actually was. Yes, implication was there buried underneath jokes. Can people not joke about this sort of stuff anymore? And fucking hell, Brother Nair. Yeah, I don't want to get back into it. It was just really stupid interpretation. I still stand by that. And they haven't even gotten into the say stuff, which is even more autistic. What I wanted to bring this up, I remember this having more say stuff, but maybe I'm wrong.
fairly certain.
So this isn't you who spent the first 20 minutes of their video flashing up the same fucking screenshots over and over, trying to act like there was more.
I showed several different screenshots, but go
You
off.
showed
Queen.
several different screenshots, and then you
I
continued
did.
to flash those exact screenshots throughout the rest of that segment, as if there was more and more.
No, they were
None
all
of
different.
which actually accuse you of anything.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. I showed
Oh
several
my
different
god,
screenshots.
feigning ignorance.
Feigning-
You're a silly goose.
Oh, silly goose. That's funny, because I remember showing several different screenshots in that video.
Did you now?
Yes.
Okay. You might have shown several different screenshots, and I've just stated none of which actually slander you and accuse you of anything. And you re fucking flashed all of them up. You flashed them up multiple times throughout the
The only
entirety
time
of
I
that
re-showed
segment.
them.
You
The
put
only-
them up on
the only
screen
time I
multiple
re-showed them on
times to act like you
testimonies.
had more than one. To act
I
like you had
re-showed
more
them
than
on
you actually had.
testimonies.
You only showed them on testimonies?
I only showed those same screenshots in the
No, you
testimony.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
In the first 20 minutes, you showed the same fucking screenshots the entire time.
No, what?
What? Why are you feigning ignorance? The proof is in
Why are
the
you lying
pudding.
out your ass?
I'm not lying out of my ass. It's literally,
Yes,
you
you
can
are, bro.
see it. You can literally see it.
Yeah, I was wondering if I still agreed with Kumo on this. For this, from my recollection, they should really bring this shit up on screen. Okay, this is still fucked up, because they should just be showing this stuff. They really should just show this crap.
Oh my gosh.
Do I need to? Oh my god! So you can just say I'm lying, right? You can just claim that I'm lying, and unless I go through and I give a comprehensive, extensive fucking breakdown exactly as to how I'm not lying and how what I'm actually saying is true, I'm just lying because you said so. Fucking video, dude.
Dude, first 2 minutes, Sean Legend's literally morally grandstanding about making sexual jokes towards minors. He's literally pushing the narrative that I'm a groomer over this.
That's not pushing the narrative that you're a groomer.
Yes, it
that's
is.
calling you out for making sexual jokes towards minors.
But that's the
Correct.
sexual joke he's using. The sexual, quote unquote, sexual joke.
But you
is
don't
how
even
he's pushing
display
the narrative
that.
as a groomer.
You didn't even display that he was calling you a groomer.
Yeah, that video.
What? So
And actually,
Oh,
God, showed in
God.
the first 2 minutes.
Thank you,
Sure,
thank
sure,
you.
whatever.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
whatever.
This is a
All right,
better
let me mute for
way.
you.
They really
All right, you ready?
didn't think this through.
I'm watching.
Speed because you talk of editing. You put it your side as possible. Hold on. Nothing very fucking creep.
Are they not even going to show it?
Clout chasers over lollies and minute left. You said within the first 2 minutes.
This is fail.
Oh. Ooh.
Calling Josh brainwashed.
I mean, I don't think that implies that you're a fucking groomer. I think you obviously do have a fucking echo chamber.
Okay.
Same as this Sean the Legend guy has a fucking echo chamber. All right. We're a minute in. How hard is it for people to understand that you shouldn't make sexual jokes about minors, even if the minor is okay with you doing that? I remember Seth the programmer joked about sexual things with a minor too. They shouldn't even be they shouldn't even be in a Discord server subjected to sexual jokes. Is that
Taking my
slandering you?
joke?
I don't think minors should be in fucking Discords nowadays with all the fucking perverts out there, but that's just my thoughts on the matter. It's just really becoming rampant.
Well, he's comparing me to Seth the programmer, who is caught actually flirting with minors. So,
oh god, you're so autistic, brother. Near
like comparing what I did to real sexual harassment.
He's using a real example. You're sort of talking about Seth the programmer. I think that was pretty bad.
Compared it?
Yeah, he compared me to Seth the programmer.
I don't believe he directly compares you. I actually think he says Seth the programmer joked about sexual things with a minor too. If anything, I think he downplayed what Seth the programmer did to parallel with what he was getting on you.
Yeah, probably. Why am I agreeing with Kumo here over Brother Near? It's just Kumo's definitely good in arguments. Okay, I got to give him some credit here. How the fuck did he walk into the Cindy Bear stuff and get his pants caught down? He just got too big for his britches, I think. Real good talker. Can talk the talk, can't walk the walk. I think that is the case of that.
You about?
I mean, you could say that too, I guess, but it's still a comparison.
That's good.
A comparison that isn't as bad faith as you're trying to say it is. Sorry, it's not as bad faith in your favor.
How?
Because he is downplaying someone who is worse to compare them to you.
Doesn't mean he's still not comparing me to Seth the programmer, though.
Oh God.
Okay. So what about being
He's comparing my joke towards a friend of mine to what Seth the programmer did.
Really briefly, and I mean briefly, I don't want you to take up too much of my time. Why are you characterizing what you did as just a joke towards a friend? Consistent here, Near. I really value consistency. If you couldn't tell.
Oh, shut up, Kumo.
Thank you. Honesty.
You're welcome.
Honesty and just being straightforward about it. I appreciate that. See, because when you're using semantics to try and when you're trying to use semantics to make what you did sound like it's okay. It was just a goof. It was just for laughs. Why aren't you laughing? Like, come on, man. What you did? Come on.
Because mine.
Just for the record, I think no matter what Brother Near says about any of this shit, I haven't seen him do this stuff. I have not seen him do this stuff at all. I haven't seen any accusations. You know what? Lesson learned. People move forward.
It was totally just as bad, bro.
Well, see, the way you pussyfoot around what you did, this Sean the Legend guy pussyfoots around what
that is
programmer
true.
did.
That
I'm
is
seeing
bad.
I think that's a fair comparison.
That the programmer would seem much worse than this. I will say that.
I mean,
let's just get through this. Why, Brother Near?
You said the first 2 minutes. Oh, you showed the screenshot. I really want to know how you can do the mental gymnastics to say that this doesn't imply gay sex.
It's about a roll on Discord, by the way. That's the context.
Double entendre, okay?
It's a joke.
Dumbing it down. That is the context, bro.
I'm aware that he was joking about the faggot roll. Do you think I can't read?
It was.
It's the fact that you made a sexual joke.
And it was
Nothing
the
about
minor
that is sexual,
who
though.
was sort of
you don't ask someone to come to your
Near.
house to fight them. You threatened to show up at theirs.
Come over to my house and I'll debate on it. That's all I said. That's enough for him to paint me as a groomer this way because I said that.
I'm not calling you a groomer.
I know you're not.
You
I'm talking about Sean the Legend here.
Sean the Legend.
I'm calling you a fucking idiot. I definitely am calling you an idiot. That is fucking so unself-aware.
Didn't call you a fucking groomer so far.
Yes, he did.
Where? We're a minute in. You know, honestly, in the first 30 fucking seconds, you should have shown him accusing you.
Whatever, man.
I thought the entire point was that it was serious and it's supposed to get the message across. Come on, man. Come on, more screenshots.
I'm going to
concerned for
parallel
Josh
stream
about
this
a harmless
with,
joke I
this.
made towards him. Then why didn't you
Because
block
it's been
him?
forever since
It's
I
almost
watched
like
this.
you're arguing in bad faith. Still trying to compare lollies to you joking about sexual stuff with a minor, huh? Man, I hope this holds up well in court. We all know this guy's a fucking lolicon, okay? But
Yeah, dipshit.
why should he
Would you
block
care
him?
about what?
Shouldn't Josh have blocked you if that was the narrative?
Why?
No, I'm asking Sean why he blocked him rather than actually talk to him.
Oh, my bad. I misread that.
Lolicons are smart
So,
not
then
to
why did you
fucking
block
talk
him?
to
It's almost like
minors
you're arguing in bad
publicly.
faith.
This is horrible.
I want to know why, I want to know why Josh's input is at all going to change, like, the facts that you made a sexual joke towards a minor.
It was set up by Josh, at least.
Josh made it sexual himself by pinning it on his Twitter, by the way.
Yes, he did.
Okay, I didn't
Yes, he did. It was the dumbest thing ever to do.
ask if Josh
Fucking
played
hell.
into it and took the joke further. We're talking about
It
you
was-
and you having the initiation here.
That wasn't the intent. It wasn't my intent for it to be sexual. It was
I'm not asking if
the
it,
nature
it
ambiguous.
was obviously your fucking
Yeah,
intent, dude.
Morale
It's
asked me about
implied.
intent.
The intent was
It's
to be
implied.
ambiguous.
And going forward, you continue to make
People
jokes of a
won't know
similar
the
nature,
intent.
and you become more.
People won't know the intent if they're not in your group. And it's completely ridiculous. There's unintended consequences, and people can fucking lie about their intent. That's just the facts.
brazen about it. Maybe it's because it's a victory lap, or maybe because that's quote unquote just your humor. Because I believe I've heard,
Probably
correct me if
smart.
I'm wrong, but I
Probably
believe
smart.
I've heard you say that you just have a
Yeah.
you have a silly whimsical
That's-
humor like that, where you say degenerate, outlandish shit, right?
But yeah, fucking Brother Near, definitely autistic as all hell. Doesn't mean he's smart. Doesn't mean it's good to do. Gives you an opportunity for this to happen. Okay. I wasn't even trying to have this happen. I'm just an asshole. That's why.
Degenerate?
Degenerate shit. Degenerate could mean a shit ton of things. Degenerate could be like talking about throwing condoms and making them land on the ceiling. That's pretty degenerate.
Okay, but like, when have I consistently done that with minors, though?
I mean, the fact that you were publicly doing it with Josh.
Oh, that
has a bit
one
of consistency
screenshot?
to it. That one screenshot.
That one
I want you
screenshot
to
that was
profess here
ambiguous in
and now
nature?
before God Himself that there is no other instances of you being like that.
Yeah. If someone pins that on there and they know you're talking in fucking Discord, maybe that's the worst thing that you joked about with the minor. But the audience doesn't know. They're not just going to take your word that this wasn't the dead. Yeah. This is just horrible luck.
That with any minors, aside
There
from what
isn't.
has been shown, you swear
There isn't any.
there isn't any. I want you to say, "I swear there isn't." Quote,
I swear.
you swear.
I swear there isn't. I swear that I did
Alright.
not make inherently sexual jokes to any other minors, as if I
Good,
have, as if I have to begin with.
All right. Now, when I come back with more and more examples, I want you to remember that you just swore that you did it.
Did he?
Okay, I
Okay.
will remember this.
Thank you. Make sure, carve it into yourself, actually, with a maybe an X-Acto knife, because I can tell now that
Oh, God. God. I think they tried to bring this up against Kumo, and he's playing into this joke, which is dumb on him. Why is he playing into this?
you're a very forgetful person, and sign the date on
Cross
it
my heart and
too.
hope to die. Cross my heart and hope to die.
No, cut it into yourself. That would be probably the best way to do it, because then you'll never forget it. That you
No,
you
I'm not
sat
gonna
here and
crush.
you fucking said that to me. That you never did it anything. If you couldn't tell, I'm being exaggerative for the sake of mocking you.
I can tell. I
Thank
can
you.
tell.
Well, I mean, you and your friends seem to be oblivious to satire, so
Oh, God. Yeah, they are a little oblivious to satire. I clearly labeled the second video satire, and Brother Near didn't realize it. It's in the description. I have a fucking disclaimer in the beginning. It's the fact that people don't use the term satire correctly. That's my theory on that. But yeah, the cutter thing, the cutter joke is because Kumo, his big incident was when he went into a VC, got caught going into a VC. There was this girl trying to, he definitely had some interest in her, and she brought him into a Discord, and like, whose name am I going to cut into myself? And Kumo was a little bit too eagerly like, you use my name, okay? So that became the sort of hit against Kumo for a while, till he went off and fucking decided to play, I don't even know, some stupid game with some actual groomer. Some defense for actual groomer called Sydney Bear. The follow-up of the Sydney Bear drama, which I is just such a mess.
Just got to make sure I clarify with you. Oh, make sure I didn't miss that stuff about me and other lolicons. And he doesn't see an issue with this joke either, which is very concerning considering he was the minor. I don't know how you didn't put 2 and 2 together. Honestly, nobody should associate with your ass, TBH.
So right
Rich
there,
coming from
saying
him.
that, yeah.
But still,
So right there, saying that he doesn't see an issue with it as an issue because he's the minor in the situation, like he sees no issue with it. That implies that I groomed him.
What part?
The fact that he doesn't see any concern over a joke. That Sean's really just drilling in there that Josh sees absolutely no concern about it. He's implying right there that I groomed him.
How does that imply it? What part of
He
grooming?
sees no concern.
What part of grooming does that imply?
The fact that he thinks what I said to Josh was inherently sexual and that Josh sees absolutely no issue with it and refuses to talk to him because of it.
No, obviously, this is almost too retarded. Why am I doing this again? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Kumo. It's more to establish the fucking shit of Kumo. How he can talk well. He definitely can get into a discussion. He's getting too big for his britches, okay? I think this was stupid to do overall with Brother Near. Entirely. I didn't even want to get involved. Okay. I got brought up because of that. I thought I would lay to rest a couple of missed things. Think people thinking about me. Not going to make that same mistake again. It was definitely a mistake to frame it the way I did. Even after I had this whole section in the beginning of the video where I make these certain jokes that are misinterpreted, and I should really stop doing it. And I did it at the very end, almost as an ironic gesture at the very end. Like, fucking hell.
So this just seems to be your own least charitable interpretation, because I think what I get from this is that Josh is probably just as fucking weird as you are, and that you guys just aren't very mature and can't be expected to behave yourselves properly.
But this is the sort of stuff that Kumo went after them for some stupid reason. They had manpower. I warned him away from this. He's like, I talked to who was it? Not Netherless. I talked to someone who knew him. Who the fuck was that? Noma's Yaff about it. Like, what do you know about this guy? Somehow, I was temporary in Kumo's server until I just was like, this is a stupid server. I don't want to be associated with these stupid ass kids. I probably shouldn't fucking associate with almost anyone. I should get out of a lot of Discords, but I just don't go to them. I didn't see any value being in Kumo's server, so I got out after like a month or two. Because
I think that
he wanted me to verify there wasn't anything weird in his fucking server. I'm like, yeah. He gave me mod roll to look around. I'm like, I don't see anything out there. This is just fucking boring. And it stayed that way.
it's actually a very fair and charitable interpretation on my part, and it's in your favor as well. I think you had the least charitable take on what he was even what the narrative. Sorry, not what the narrative. What the tone was here, and you're like working against yourself. Not because you're trying to own up to anything or call yourself out on your own bullshit, but because you want to play the victim. And I see this as an all too common theme with the majority of you who do commentaries. You have to be the victim.
Should I be worried about this? I'm still agreeing with Kumo, even after all this time. Is it just because he's persuasive, or he just has a better argument here, or he's just more in line with my values? I'm not dumb enough to get into this stuff half the time. That's the thing. I just keep my mouth shut about this small stuff nowadays, these small little gaffes, not get into it.
If you're going to dogpile and grandstand. And I wish I wish he'd just be a little bit more.
Yeah, I also hate Dog Pilot. Despite the Sean the Legend being a lolicon, I'm like, this is a bit of stream. Even for this. And Sean the Legend definitely was one flew over the cuckoo's nest. But yeah.
More upfront about it behind the scenes at the least. Instead
What
of
do I
like
have to
making
be
me do
upfront
this whole
about?
song and dance with you. There is nothing here that implies the kid is being groomed. He's 17. He's almost an adult himself. Or he's probably an adult now. I don't see anyone saying that you are trying to desensitize him to sexual humor so that you can hook up with him when he turns of age. That's what grooming is. That would be implications of grooming going on. Instead, he says that you are making sexual jokes with minors and nobody should really associate with you. I really probably, I didn't even know about this shit until like you started going, actually, speaking of morality, I didn't even look into this properly until then. But now, given this, I don't want to associate with someone who can't fucking behave themselves around kids. This is a pretty level-headed take. It's weird. It's fucking foreign to me that a lolicon could have come up with this shit.
Yeah, I agree. That is definitely mild. And he definitely made jokes. I made worse jokes probably with this.
Give me 1 second.
All right, take all the time you need.
Okay. I'm going to pause that just to give you an example of the video. I'm not going to put his new name. Let's just switch over here real quick.
Seriously. Now, I did see Kim Josh-un making.
So let's see. CCC. Yeah, this is the first time.
I don't know why the fuck I got brought into this situation. I genuinely don't know. So it started with Vincent Martin, right? And then fucking.
Yep, there it is. Seriously, stop dick riding minors near. Makes some sense why you get into stupid slap fights with lolicon supporters like Sean the Legend. I think I stopped after this point.
He pinged the one pedophile, right? Yeah, but the pedophile took this fucking.
That's the only thing I said. I think I dropped it after this until I made my video in response to this fucking video.
Screenshot of like near making a joke, which like it's a fucking joke. I don't know how else you can take that, but like there's a difference between fucking.
Yeah, you're a fucking retard to pin it to the top of your. If you pin it to the top of your fucking X profile after you fucking make a response video so stupidly, and Brother Near retweets, oh, he got cooked. And I take a look at it. I'm like, what the fuck? This looks sus as shit, guys. Yeah, this is how it got started. Only reason I made my first video.
Booming. Vincent Martin made a remark about Near dick riding minors because of a joke about Josh and Near debating over who was gayer. And if anything, Josh took that to the extreme with another joke about dick riding Near.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like that there. Oh, retarded. I didn't even fucking go on any further. This
Sean
is like
has desperately been trying to twist that entirely to try and frame and defame Near as some kind of groomer. And
yeah, I didn't even jump on it. I'm just like, leave it alone. I stopped paying attention to it after that.
deflect any prior criticisms from him or myself as a result, which is
And they're using those. It is just so stupid. This whole video.
In my
full-time-
experience, Vincent
and
Martin
this
is an
fucking
obsessive.
bitch, like this bitch there. Someone who's lied about me a couple of times, probably out of stupidity. But yeah. Let's see back here.
I think what's pointless is how fucking desperate you are to cling to this fucking notion that you got slandered. And yet here we are going through the first 2 minutes as you so claim.
I think he's going over the victim narrative thing, which I really think he uses the term slander way too easily, too liberally, but I could be wrong. Okay. Maybe there was more. His video didn't actually seem that impressive. He had a whole bunch of testimonials from other YouTubers like Griffin Gaming. Yeah, I figured as much. This is I didn't even went over this. I still agree mostly with Kumo. He definitely lied at one place where he's like, yeah, I went over, I gave Vincent Martin might trouble, but he just owned Brother Near here. Brother Near probably shouldn't have fucking got into this, but he got out. I believe he probably isn't a groomer or a pedophile of any kind. Just a dumbass who fucking definitely reacts too badly to criticism,
claimed, and you are yet to.
especially when it comes from a lolicon. Okay, they can make the same claim. They use this. Lolicons use the same joke. It's just a fictional character. When I talk about fucking this character, she's 2D. And they also have additional mental gymnastics, especially Sean the Legend with his pick. It's the whole 1,000-year-old lolly. That's the avatar that Sean the Legend went with. Someone who's lived like 1,000 years and stayed in a child's body. That is the sort of brain rot. Fucking, there was another Lolicon supporter. I forget. He has no name. I call him not Mr. Caption, Mr. No One. I don't know. The same thing. A child body lived 1,000 years, living life over and over and over in a time loop. Some sort of traumatic shit. And yeah, not going to
show
go
any
on
fucking
too far
slander.
with that.
And I already said,
Desperate.
no, hold on.
Yeah,
I already said you should have shown the slander in the first 30.
I really hope Nier learned from this experience. Okay. I really don't think I haven't seen any sus stuff from Brother Nier since then. I hope he learned from this stupidity.
Fucking seconds. You can't even do that. I sat through the entire, it was actually exactly 17, but rounded up to 20 because it might as well be a fucking first 20 minutes of your video. The first fucking, was this a quarter? I think it's almost a quarter of your fucking video by here. Before these quote unquote testimonies come in, which are just regurgitations of everything you said in the beginning.
Yeah, it's just people power. Look at all the people who agree with me that Sean the Legend slandered me. Sean the Legend was annoying. No doubt, no fact. And he definitely switched alts and did a whole bunch of other stupid ass stuff. Even bringing this up seems stupid.
Don't show anything. In fact, these screenshots you're showing here are going to reappear throughout the rest of this. I listened to you reacting to his video, and it doesn't even go into any sort of slanderous territory. It's all just the same shit that you're obviously having the the least charitable interpretation of because you want to be the victim in this situation. And I
think he felt he was a victim. Maybe he wanted to be a victim, but he definitely felt he was being the victim. I'm sure there's plenty of context for Brother Nier. Okay. Again, you shouldn't just respond to this. You shouldn't make a fucking video like this. It's bad look. Bad look.
Really hate to give you this rude awakening, Nier, but Sean the Legend is a shithead, and that doesn't mean you're exempt from being called out. The reason I actually...
Yeah, most reason no one's gonna fucking push back against this sort of shit. It's because, yeah, Sean the Legend is a dumbass. He's a lollygod. He's a rather stupid person. I unfortunately have a sort of impulse to do the truth, okay? No matter how badly I like someone or dislike someone, I try to not like or dislike people so I can avoid this whole thing, like this whole Himpleton stuff. I still think he's a good guy. I still like, if I liked anyone online, I would say I liked Himpleton's persona, but still, it's going to take a slightly bad turn with the next video, which is mostly put together.
Actually went ahead and did this and made my video talking about this video is because I think somebody other than Sean the Legend should have.
Yeah, Sean is definitely a lolicon degen loser, but as I said, the initial thing, I still stand by that. Degens fighting with each other. Just one's a lolicon loser, one is probably a little bit too sus with the sexual stuff, which, again, I have not seen any example of recently of him doing this fucking dumbass shit. Not in private, not in, and trust me, people would come to me with this or someone else. It would come out. It would come out if there was examples of him pulling this shit. I'm sure there would be.
Fucking said it. Somebody who's not a fucking lolicon and advocates for fucking drawn CP should have called you out on this.
So how come no one has?
Nier, because in the fucking community you pander to, you're known as a fucking lolcow.
By who?
By the wider fucking community. This is what I mean by you're in an echo
community.
chamber, dude. In the
That
wider
same
community,
community.
you are a fucking lolcow.
That same community is my audience.
That entire community is not your audience. A small
Yes, it
fragment,
is.
a small fragment of people who orbit that community are your audience.
No, several people.
Have you ever
came
wondered
to my
why you
channel
post so
'cause I
many
did
fucking
better.
views, but you never actually have any substantial growth?
Substantial growth. What are you talking about?
You screwed your own pooch after you made that video on Griffin. You've been known as a lolcow since then. Do you not think there are people that saw your "I'm being slandered" video and just wrote it off? Because that's the majority of it. You know why this video didn't do better? You got to 8K on this video because you had a shit ton of creators tagged in it. Nobody fucking cared about you. You slandered other people before this.
Who did I slander?
You slandered Griffin. I love how you also brought it to Griffin in private and tried to say, "Oh, he's victimizing you." I didn't victimize Griffin. But what actually happened, since you like since you like to call it the PTSD of the Griffin gaming video, you're gonna let me finish speaking. You like to call it the PTSD of the Griffin gaming video. You're gonna let me finish speaking. You went into that video. You went into that video with screenshots of him having a conversation with an of-age girl that he bought a couple of games for, and you left it with fucking pedophile allegations.
Now hold on. The DMs with Griffin you're talking about, where he feels victimized. Is that what you're talking about? Where Griffin's like, "I feel victimized," nerd emoji.
Yep. And I know exactly who gave you the screenshot of my DMs. I've since blocked them because they thought they were silly and they thought they could play both sides. Because they were trash talking you and obviously trash talking me and other people's comments.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's typical for this sort of scene.
Anyway,
I swear.
I actually know you joined the Senate to mauled about me, but you were like vaguely schizo posting about me, and you immediately got made fun of. We're not going to sit here and talk about people being bad faith. We're not going to sit here and ask people for receipts because I'm going to enforce a sort of sense of integrity onto you, and I'm going to apply this very same standards you've been working by onto you here, Nair.
He's dead. I'm pretty sure Saith gets brought up in this someplace. Fucking hell.
We're not going to talk about people being bad faith. We're not going to demand fucking proof when the onus of proof is on the person making a claim. You're claiming you got slandered. Where are you getting slandered at?
That's sort of. I mean, maybe Nier can come back from.
No, I'm just looking at something else.
Oh, are we?
Oh, really?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why not show it on the video?
This call.
Kumo.
Mm.
Why not show us?
Well, man, I mean, it's up to you if you want to back out.
I just find you insufferable in general, but like
I think people
say that Sean wasn't accusing me of anything.
Insufferable.
He is Kumo. I was talking shit about one of his friends in one of his live streams, and he fucking banned me. That was hilarious. Yeah, Kumo can dish it out real well, especially when he has something decent. The beginning stuff is really shaky about with acrylics and that whole shit. Disavow that sort of shit in the beginning, which they don't go into the details. They talk some weird stuff.
I think the people that find me insufferable tend to be really bad at lying.
Oh, I'm lying now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think you're just a bad liar and you've been caught with your pants down.
I think you're a
No, I think he's an idiot. Okay, you're punching down. Okay, sorry. He had more subs, and you're just beating this guy.
worst liar.
Oh, I love being called a liar. In every sense of the phrase, getting.
Where's the say stuff?
So true, Imphy.
Your existence. Send it to you. Repeat.
Or any of.
That's not agree to. You're gonna sit here and call me a liar. The fucking nerve you have. If you can even call it nerve. Whose spine are you borrowing? Really? You can be forefront. The jig's up. Whose spine are you borrowing? What do you mean?
What is this supposed to prove?
What do you mean? What is this supposed to prove?
What exactly in the screenshot are you referring to?
Shut up and groom some other kid. Write your own pedo fanfic.
And Brother Nier just laughed at that. Yes, he finds stuff funny. Oh, God. This is why I thought he was a narcissist trying to get away with some shit like this.
Why are you still joking about it? I thought you didn't joke about it anymore.
I did. What the fuck, dude? You're taking this shit way too seriously, man. I'm just saying.
I'm taking it way too seriously.
Yeah.
What part am I taking too seriously? I think it proves. I think you just lied. I think that's what you did. I think you just lied.
Write your own pedo fanfic? That's incriminating evidence?
I think
I
that's
fucking
another
can't.
example. Now, if you'd stop forced laughter, you're not like Yagami. You'll never be him.
Bud.
Now, if
Yeah,
you'll
that's
come
your
back-
buddy Kumo.
back down to reality for a minute and you stop pretending like you just got some sort of win, you
God,
said
this
you
was
didn't joke
bad.
about it anymore, right? You didn't joke about
When was
You
this?
didn't make any more sexual jokes of a sexual nature anymore, right? What do you
When
mean? When was
was
this? I
the
made you
screenshot?
swear you didn't do anything else.
When even was this joke?
I made you swear. You said the only things that you ever did were what I had shown in my video. Here's an example of something I didn't show in my video. Here's an example of you playing into the joke even further. An already sexual joke.
Write your own P. That's all I said.
Yeah, I think Josh might have been 18 by this point. I don't know. He was on the line, 17 to 18. I'm providing that context. Oh God.
What is a pedo fanfic supposed to be then? Are you saying a pedo fanfic is not sexual?
It's okay, maybe, but like, why
Oh,
though? Why is this your
Man,
evidence?
do I even?
Like, what's so incriminating about this?
What do you mean incriminating? I asked you to swear because you
Yeah,
already tried
he
to
got
say in confidence that you didn't make any more jokes about this. You didn't make any more.
Good thing no
sexual
one's
jokes.
gonna watch this.
And I had
No,
you
I
swear
stream.
that you didn't.
Sexual
I had
jokes
you
are
swear
up
that
to
there.
minors.
I almost
I had
feel
you
bad
swear that
about
you didn't
this.
make any further. No.
God
I had
damn.
you swear that you didn't make any further fucking jokes.
No, I said that I didn't make.
We can play the clip. We can loop the fucking clip if you like. But I had you swear you didn't make any further joke. On my other minor, you.
No.
Drama.
When did I say that?
You said I should have just played along with the joke that I
When
somehow groomed
did I
him.
say that?
You said that in your video on me.
Give me a timestamp.
I'll pull it up right now.
It's a curious case. No, just give me a timestamp. I'll pull it up on my end so anyone watching can hear it.
I don't know why I saved this. I saved it just to see what the fuck was going on. This is bad. Okay.
Give me a timestamp. Could you give me a chapter, perhaps?
Oh God.
19 minutes.
Okay. I actually suggested that's a good way you should respond to this kind of shit when people are tweeting this about you. That's how you should respond to that. I actually never suggested that you should be making sexual jokes towards minors. What are you even trying to twist? Are you going to concede already?
What?
What?
Yeah, this is a bad look.
You've been backed into so many fucking corners. Don't tell me you
Saying this
can't.
is not
Don't
me.
tell me
You're
you haven't
saying
seen
this is
it.
Stop
not me.
overselling
So you're
this.
saying this is not me just taking the piss out of the accusations? That this
You
is not
don't
me or
need to
taking the piss out of
include
it?
you don't need to include the very person you're claiming is these guys are victimizing in you taking the piss out of it. He doesn't need to be included in it. Minor in question.
Okay,
and you
this
taking the
is
piss out of
just
quote-unquote
such a bad
allegations?
beating. I as I said, I thought there was safe stuff in here. I wouldn't. Maybe it comes later. Okay, I'm just gonna scroll. I'm sure everyone who's watching this who doesn't like Brother Nier isn't gonna like this. Oh, who likes Brother Nier likes this. Anyone who dislikes him, I just want to know the safe. Fucking hell, this is just such a fucking breakdown, beatdown. Saved. Did I? Fucking hell. Did I say it wrong? Did I get the wrong thing? That's what I really wanted to get into. Did I skip over it? Fucking saying accusations, Gruen, didn't say you didn't say, blah, blah, blah. Fucking hell. Yeah, the stuff with road breach. Definitely a weird shitter thing. God, this is so bad. I did not remember how bad this was.
This is also what you said I should have done in the Shaun the Legend drama.
When did I say that?
You said I should have just
fucking
played.
hell. Fucking hell, I don't even know. Can't verse it. Here. Okay, let's see. I'm pretty sure there was the safe stuff. Maybe it's a different video. Maybe it was a different.
You don't need to include the very person you're claiming is these guys. Are
Yeah, this
victimizing
is just for
and
this. Maybe it's a different video completely. Just yeah, I think safe doesn't come up in this. Fuck, I didn't get that one. This is just the Shaun the Legend bullshit. I misremembered this. Yeah, this is just such a bad beat down, and I'm forgetting about the context. going into this shit. Yeah, just end it. Not ending it. I guess I'll
This is
finish up.
inappropriate.
It's pretty fucking inappropriate if you ask me.
Just saying, write your own pedo fanfic in response to "Shut Up."
That's
and
pretty
kid.
inappropriate. Yeah, I actually think you should have just not.
It's on the line. It's on the line. Should have done what I did. Dude, that's weird. Stop with that fucking jokes. You can find that in my Brother Near video. My last one. Brother Near is a weird joke. Fucking Kim Josh Groomer.
not replied to that at all. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, probably.
Having him back and forth like that as a joke is inappropriate.
It's
To
pretty
a guy
fucking
that's almost an
inappropriate.
adult.
It's pretty
To a-
inappropriate, man. Typically, does that
Yeah,
make it better?
Crap ass tack. And then, yeah, I'll show someone how they should handle it. My video, not going to even bother with it. Maybe I should, just for the record, just to clarify my position on that. Why the hell not? Game videos. Because I do get tricky with the language. But that's because people aren't paying attention. Weird ass joke. Here we go. Pop this in. How do you handle this? How do you handle this? Maybe I didn't even handle this well. Is there going to be allegations? Yeah, I probably... Both gay and extremely weird, dude. Maybe you're the one trying to groom Brother Near. Because that is weird. I want to see some Near, Kim Josh-Young, Vincent Martin fanfics. Goddamn. Like, the dude. Weird. And this is, I think, let's just watch the beginning.
Commentary style, do not harass Brother Near or any of his friends. I really hate to do this shit, but for this particular video, which is going to be more commentary style,
Oh,
do not
shit.
harass
Sorry. I
Brother
didn't
Near
bring it
or
up.
any of
I'm
his
dumb.
friends over any of the things that I'm going to be talking about or joking about in this particular video. Mischief has
Talking about or joking about.
the right sentiment.
Yeah, not going to rehash this. Fucking I'd create a commentary video, some crap like that. And to be clear, most of my videos have a satirical leaning to them. To what degree? Yeah. I didn't show it because I was a dumbass and just paying attention on getting it out there. Yeah. Kim Josh-Young. I actually want some Near, Kim Josh-Young, Vincent Martin fanfic. Now, goddammit. Both gay and extremely weird, dude, but maybe you're the one grooming. Quotes. And the final piece, just clear the record for my own name. Yeah. Okay. I am a dumbass for bringing this stuff back up. I will admit it. Okay, but yeah, I want to just clarify the record here. Totally and utterly, because that was such a bad video. I didn't realize that Sate didn't come up because not Kim Josh-Young. Kumo said something I agreed with in some sort of video. And with the first video, how I really framed it here, which I disavow now. Bad way to actually do this. Because I went over mostly kurtosis. I thought
Kurtosis. Didn't fully do your homework.
World getting
Wait,
to a
Dr.
certain
Nate.
point in here.
Yeah.
This video has a good. I played along for a bit, but eventually Chipster did it in the video without thinking. Here.
Get annoyed with him, at which point he'll start claiming you're toxic for not wanting to put up with his inane bullshit. He has now
No, I
started this
didn't.
process with Brother Near by taking a joke he had made with a friend
See?
and twisting it to smear him, then running off to someone who is beefing with Near to get the attention he so desperately craves.
That was just the response.
This is not someone who cares about right or wrong, but someone who cares about validation.
Only showing the context you think is important again, Kurtosis. It seems I have to break this down from the beginning. So, just like how Brother Near tried to pull Mischief into his video on
Okay, let me not get too much into that. Road Breach was involved in this. I tried to... he just listened and believed. Let me just set the record straight for
that
this.
community I made a joke about Brother Near, and that started another back and forth. The ratios, Keffel's fun to must be like a vendetta, the principle there that you're not someone. It's my power to say, JK of these
full
gamers
context.
who are totally against feel that scales, even with how promoted that go for that. I did have in my mind that he was sort of leading a small campaign against someone in his small gaming community called Sean the Legend for defending Lolicon. Yeah, worst thing in the world, guys. I've been keeping up with the drama, but since I really don't care for Lolicon myself and really find it a bit weird and sus, I didn't say much besides it was funny that Brother Near was leading this campaign against the Lolicons. Still, if there is one thing on the internet that I dislike the most, it's moralists. Right-wing moralists, left-wing moralists, and apparently video game moralists now exist. It really doesn't matter. I just don't like them on general principle. I think most of them are full of shit and try to use those supposed morals and ethics that among most of them sort of Near's. Thanks, Near, for giving him the flat. Funny, since one person's like shitting on me the whole time. Kurtosis, thanks, Near, for giving him the platform. Now I have to explain all my reasoning for this. Believe it or not, normalizing.
I have to explain my reasoning. I have to, because this was after I being slandered that I got brought up. I bring up this particular point because I like to bring up psychological things, sexual jokes, and comments directed at children and teens. And sexual humor is just one of the methods that groomers use to sort of desensitize that subject matter to the people that they tend to groom. Now, it's not proof positive of anything, but doing this is a red flag in my opinion. And if Kim is, in my opinion, it's a red flag in my opinion. I swear I have to clarify this going over this. So blatant to make this the pinned tweet on his Twitter, then you just have to wonder what sort of jokes are they making in private? Exactly that. You have a pinned tweet. It makes you wonder. I am very clear about this shit. Why are people getting this fucking twisted? I don't understand it. Now, are these just really jokes or is there something more to it? I have no freaking clue about that. With that being said, I didn't have any clue. Especially not at the time. Probably not the case for Brother Near. I do hate you. Probably not the case for Brother Near. Probably not the case. Using psychological terms, but I know enough about it to know that he fits the bill for narcissists, and that could completely... Maybe. He checks a few of the things. Explain that. Wonder if he's taken a test for any of those mental illnesses, because it really has to be a mental illness, or he's just really dumb or uneducated to not realize this sort of thing is associated with grooming. Also, grooming isn't particularly associated with the dreaded pedo word. Grooming can take all sorts of forms among adults, among ideology. Grooming just about instilling a certain this whole weird argument here at the end. Ideology in other people. Sort of like trying to convince someone to be a carpenter. In Brother Near's case, he seems to be networking among all these gaming commentary bros on a small level to sort of shift them, push them towards a certain direction or target in his case. Because when he gets his groove on, like with the Griffin Gaming Slanders Kurtosis case, lots of videos get made on that subject matter. Again, it seems his name or his video, his stream on it is mentioned in a lot of these videos that are coming out. I lay out all my fucking logic at the end of this. And if my name wasn't brought up in the I'm getting slandered video, this video probably wouldn't exist at all. So good job. But again, I haven't seen any of this fucking behavior from Brother Near or his new alt now. And trust me, no, I would say something. I would be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing with this? Because even if I wouldn't actually follow up on it, I might have to. I would actually say something. The first and I don't know how I would handle it, but I haven't seen it. I hope he doesn't do it. And with that, I'm fucking opting out. This has been retarded enough as it is. I thought the safe stuff was going to get brought up in the old video. I'm wrong. And like a lot of things, my streams are a mistake. With that being said, I'm done. Peace out. Bye-bye. Oh, God.